Shop tour part 2. So you can see it's pretty wide open space. The stairs go up to an attic, which I'll show you in a second. I just moved the Shapeoko over. I'm gonna make a new tool stand for that. If you follow me on Instagram, you see I've been making these makeshift workbenches. I have a makeshift stand set up for my miter saw. This is a Hitachi 12-inch sliding compound miter saw. Yeah, it's the C12RS H2, and I like it. It's really good. In this area, I'll probably have some kind of welding station. I've got a welding table kit to assemble. I'll have my sliding compound miter saw and my rage saw set up in tandem like I did before, with a little bit more separation between them. The aim is to have at least 6 to 8 feet on either side of the saws, with about 2 to 4 feet in between them. Okay, let's go upstairs. So upstairs is a really great attic space, and there's a lot that's going to happen up here. I really had to fight with the home inspectors and the permit agency here in my neighborhood to get this. One dumb thing that they made us do up in this space was code won't let you have a non-occupied space with the ceiling higher than something like 6 foot 2 inches. But we had to have these dumb rafter stringer things across the top here, so I just knocked them down with the sledgehammer, which is what I've been building all these scrap desks and workbenches out of. So what you're going to see in this space is there's these dormers that add a lot up here. I want this to be my office. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So I've tried to have an office 4 times. When the kids are home, which they are right now because of the stupid coronavirus stuff, it is impossible to work in silence. You just can't work in silence. And I don't want to be anywhere in the house at all anymore. So this is what I want this to be. I want this to be a nice space where I can have CNC, 3D printing, work stuff up here. All my books, my guitars up here. Eventually I'll have climate control out here and stuff like that. And then of course shop downstairs. And then this area above the wood shop side of the shop, you can see down there where the miter saw is. This beam we ended up having to put in sort of after the fact to allow us to tuck this these stairs back as far as possible. And that was one change that we made when we were doing this. And they changed the height of the garage multiple times. You could see I kept catching them when they were doing it. I'm like, you're still short, you're still short. And they just stacked sill plates up to make it work. So I got my ceiling clearance I needed down here for the lift, but I lost some clearance up here on the roof, and I ended up with this extra beam here. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is make like a half loft over here where I can store stuff like lumber. I just ran budget today on insulating everything and putting plywood on everything, and just for budget, if you're looking at something like that. For this garage, I think this garage is 720 square feet with this bump out here for the wood shop side, and R19 batt insulation on 2x6 walls. It came out to like $900. And I ran the calculation for 3 inches thick of spray foam, which would be like an R21, and that was like $4,000 with a DIY kit like Tiger Foam. And then the plywood was like $1,500, 3/4 ply. I got some plywood delivered today. Insulation for the walls, plywood for the walls. I ordered sanded pine plywood, and it looks like I got treated pine plywood. You know what? I'm not gonna complain because I didn't have to go to the store. Somebody showed up and just delivered it to my house. So I'm just gonna put this up. Really, what I care about is the 3/4 inch thickness. The rest of the insulation is out there, and I need to move it all in here. pretty sure my mic's dead. Can you hear it? So yeah, this is kind of pseudo-functional up here. It's still a mess. See, it's a big mess, but we're getting there. So I'm gonna stop the second part of the shop tour here and just let you know what else is going on. So you saw I built that loft finally, and I added a little bit of an extension to it. That was my father-in-law's idea, pretty good one. We can put long items on that little shelf. I'm going to move a lot of this clutter over there when that's done, after I get the insulation out of the way. This ceiling, I'm not entirely sure what to do. I was looking at cedar. I've got a lot of cedar left over from the basement at the old place. It'd be cool to, like, you know, have the ceiling clad in cedar. It would smell good. So I might do that. It's a little expensive. I think that would cost as much as it cost me just to get the insulation here. Those two boxes right there, that's a mini split. One of the issues is that the electrician for this garage put in the smallest panel they could possibly put in. So there's really not a lot of expansion capability in that panel. So what I think I'm going to do is have an electrician come in and wire a sub panel and then run a couple extra circuits. I could use more 110 volt up here. Right now I have one outlet. Clad the ceiling. I need a 220 up here for the mini split. Actually, what I might do is put it over there where the electrical panel is, because it'll make the wiring a lot easier, and put the heat exchanger on that side of the garage. Actually, I mean, the nice thing about a mini split is wherever you can put the head anywhere. So I can put all the power and stuff over there and then just run it somewhere. A little concerned about this being comfortable all year round. You do get a lot of extra heating up here in the attic, so during this summer when I've been out here on conference calls and stuff, it's particularly embarrassing when I'm on a video conference call because I'm sweating. But frankly, as long as it was, 60 degrees out here, 65 during the wintertime, it'd be fine. I can wear layers, not a big deal. And I would get a little bit of benefit of solar heating from these windows. This does warm up quite a bit. I've got a couple other little projects downstairs. I've been building a pantry for the kitchen. I think that's almost done. I need to put one more coat of poly on it, and then I'll move that in there. And yeah, get the electrician out here to run a few more circuits, and maybe even have them installed. Yeah, that's something I can do. It's just, I don't have time, Hopefully some other announcements coming soon. When this, I'll continue working on this shop and making it look nice, and I'll continue with projects down there. There's a few projects I want to do next. I finally got EFI for the Impala. I want to get that going. I have an engine on order for the muscle truck, and I'm going to take the muscle truck to Lucor Automotive out here in Plain City and have them install it. So the truck will have a 383 stroker in it. I might do suspension on the truck soon. Put in the EFI. It'd be great. Get the Impala running maybe. There's a sort of flat weld table I need to make and clean up some of the stuff down in the shop. Probably the next few videos you'll see is those projects, as well as generally just getting this shop a little bit more in order. And somewhere in there, I would like to tell you guys about a change in my life regarding my business. So hopefully I'll have good news about that. Thanks for watching. This is David Hill with Solve Fix Build. Hit the like button, subscribe, share your stories. What are you guys doing with your shops? How you been doing in this pandemic? It's crazy for everybody, and I understand that we all have our challenges. So feel free to share. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching.